Welcome back, guys, and as you can see from the title, we have the first Roadcraft update. So let's jump right into what's new. So as we can see in the patch notes, first we have general fixes. The profanity filter when creating a company has been disabled on PC. We noted that the profanity filter was much too restrictive when creating a company name. Don't use this as an excuse to create a company with an offensive name. They've also added a new pop-up when attempting to activate multiplayer when privacy policy was not accepted. We've noticed that many players have concerns about data collection for multiplayer services. Please be assured that we do not collect any non-obfuscated personal player data and are in full compliance with GDPR and other personal data protection laws. If you choose not to share any technical data, we understand, but unfortunately, providing multiplayer functionality becomes technically impossible in that case. Moving on, the VSync setting is now enabled by default on PC. Adjusted the weather RNG to make rain less frequent. Fixed the bug causing giant grass rendering on the latest NVIDIA drivers. Fixed the bug where unlocking quarries was impossible when using a gamepad. Fixed some issues related to achievement unlocking. Fixed some issues that caused terrain blurring. Fixed a physics issue causing uncontrolled twitching of tree branches during cutting. Fixed a bug where exiting spectator mode would return the player to the infrastructure menu instead of the open quest. Fixed a bug where the player could get stuck in the credits sequence. Fixed a missing confirmation message on exiting the game in main menu. Fixes multiple random crashes and general stability improvements. Minor performance optimizations. Localization fixes. Next is AI, so the regular convoy vehicles will become more reliable. With this change, we aim at making AI convoys more efficient and better at traversing harsh terrain after the first convoy reaches its destination. Fixed an issue where AI does not dump sand when replenished during road construction. Then we have vehicles, tuning paver DS135A bunker parameters for better mobility. This change should make this asphalt paver stronger and less of a trouble to maneuver. Fixed a visual issue where exhaust would flicker in sunlight. Fixed a bug where Aramatsu's crayfish tree harvester could pierce itself during tree processing. Fixed a collision bug where logs could get stuck in the harvester's claw. Fixed an issue with the trolley movement. Buttons being mixed up in Newton and Steig 260 gantry crane. Fixed a bug where the truck for side tasks gets flung into the air after entering it on sandswept. Fixed a bug where in some cases when recalling trucks to a field service vehicle, they were stuck in terrain. Fixed a visual white effect on wet tires. Fixed a bug that caused the Aramatsu Bowhead 30T to spin uncontrollably. Fixed a bug that caused the Roller DS55K Katak to spawn inverted after re-entering the map. Fixed a visual issue with shadows flickering in rearview mirrors in first-person view. Fixed green reflections from grass in mirrors when driving in first-person view. Moving down the list, we have fixes for multiplayer, so they fixed an issue where bridges built in a multiplayer session were not saved for the clients. Fixed a bug where parts of vehicles could start twitching when spectating another player driving. Fixed a bug causing the invite code to be missing if the player was kicked during loading screen before creating their own session. Fixed a bug where vehicle UI disappeared for the host after being kicked from the car of the kicked guest. Fixed issues causing sounds to sometimes disappear in co-op. Fixed a bug where guests' vehicles would stay on the map when guest leaves the session. Fixed a bug where Kelly would repeat the voice lines of the completed objectives when entering a session. Fixed a bug where players' markers would remain on the map after leaving the online session. Fixed some multiplayer connection issues. Fixed some multiplayer crashes. So next we have visual improvements. They improved shadow quality and ultra preset quality. Fixed tree rendering disappearance when zooming out in eagle mode. Fixed some issues causing jerky LOD transitions. Fixed some issues causing object shadow flickering. Fixed some issues causing flickering and unstable water reflections. Fixed problems when exiting phantom mode state. Fixed sand particles during sandstorm moving at a high speed. Fixed collisions with Vasily, ship arriving in the cutscene and aftermath. Also, there's a couple improvements to the sound. They fixed some issues causing terrain digging sound to sometimes disappear, and fixed some issues causing random vehicle audio dropouts during gameplay. And lastly, we have Steam Deck and steering wheel updates. So with the Steam Deck, They improved performance and fixed an issue where the keyboard doesn't automatically appear in the company creation screen. And for steering wheels, they fixed a bug with steering wheel type and preset values not properly saving. So overall, it's clear that this update 1.5 definitely had a lot of bug fixes and improvements to the game itself, and not any new content just yet. But if you haven't updated already, I suggest you do, and leave a comment if y'all are still having any of these issues. Anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Thanks for watching.